Hello and welcome to Euractiv's Agrifood Brief. I'm Gerardo Fortuna.
And I'm Natasha Foote.
And here's your weekly update on all things agriculture and food in the EU from Euractiv's Agrifood team. Our top story of the week. Although requests for market intervention measures in response to COVID-19 are legitimate, the current budget for their deployment is very limited, the EU Agriculture Commissioner Wojciechowski warned on Wednesday, speaking before the European Parliament's Agriculture Committee. In other news, the launch date of the highly anticipated EU food policy, the Farm to Fork strategy, is currently under review and an updated program is due to be published in the coming weeks, a Commission official told Euractiv. 14 MEPs from 3 different political groups asked to implement without delay a compulsory percentage of volume reduction in the dairy sector in order to avoid milk storage or destruction due to the spring peak production. The notorious olive tree killer Xylella fastidiosa could cost Europe's South dear if left unchecked, a new study from the Dutch University of Wageningen reveals. Despite being under intense pressure in the past few weeks due to the COVID-19 outbreak, the agri-food chain is rising to the challenge and there is no risk of food shortage provided that people behave appropriately, the head of the food retailers lobby Eurocommerce told Euractiv. And lastly, Bulgaria's ruling politicians are seeking to push through protectionist measures, putting important goods under quarantine in the wake of the coronavirus crisis.
Our quote of the week this week comes from EU Agriculture Commissioner Wojciechowski, who said that the Green Deal remains on the table as a priority of the Commission. We're not giving up on it, but there must be lessons learned from the crisis that are included in the new shape of the Green Deal. Now for the agri-food news from the capitals this week, starting with the UK, where a fresh call has been made for British agricultural workers and crop pickers to help with the harvest as the soft fruit season rapidly approaches. Fruit picking in parts of the UK will reach a peak in summer ahead of the main season for vegetable harvesting in the autumn, but growers remain concerned that there will be a shortfall of seasonal workers. The French Minister of Agriculture, Didier Guillaume, has requested further assistance from Brussels to deal with the effects of the health crisis amidst concerns that the milk, meat, vegetable and fruit sectors cannot wait any longer. Croatia's Labour and Pensions Minister has said in an interview this week that he does not see a problem for the unemployed to engage in agriculture, and he called for a more efficient labour policy in agriculture. Germany's Agricultural Minister, Julia Klöckner, wants the Commission to take a more active role in market stabilisation during the coronavirus outbreak. In a joint press release from last Thursday, Klöckner and her French counterpart Didier Guillaume emphasised the EU's crucial role in ensuring an uninterrupted food supply chain, calling the CAP essential for a strong Europe in the future. In Austria, declining sales for dairy, beef and vegetables, combined with a decrease in tourism in the coming months, threatened the livelihoods of many farmers, according to the Austrian Agricultural Minister Elisabeth Köstinger. To help avert some of the impacts of the crisis, she called on supermarket chains and consumers to buy more regional goods. To help encourage demand, part of her plan would allow for price rebates exclusively on Austrian-produced goods. In Italy, in an opinion piece which appeared in the daily Il Foglio, Italy's agricultural minister, Teresa Bellanova, has revived the debate over more than 600,000 irregular migrants working on Italian farms. She said that it is up to the government to regularise their stay in Italy, otherwise they will be exploited by criminal organisations. Lastly, in Poland, according to DNB Bank experts, prices of fresh food will increase in Poland soon due to the problems caused by the coronavirus outbreak. This increase could reach 5 to 10%. The experts predict that the agricultural, fruit and vegetables industry will suffer the most.
On our radar this week, the GMO panel of the European Safety Agency has launched an open consultation on its draft scientific opinion regarding the safety assessment of plants developed using certain kind of gene editing techniques, like the oligonucleotide-directed mutagenesis. Interested parties are invited to submit written comments by the 27th of May.
This week, the Agrifood podcast was produced by Euractiv's Agrifood News team, Natasha Foote and Gerardo Fortuna. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss out on the latest agricultural news from the EU. I'm Natasha Foote. Thanks for listening. See you next week.